This morning on BRN, don't fall for blue light glasses. Joining me now to discuss this and a lot more, Melissa Barnett is the Director of Optometry at the University of California, Davis. Dr. Barnett, so great to see you. Thanks for joining us on the program this morning.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, and look, the eyes, challenging eyes and eyes hurting by looking at the screen. This is kind of this is something that a lot of people deal with, and I have to think that your patients or your prospective patients come to you and say, my eyes are a little hurt. How frequent is this among your patients?
Yes, this is every single day, actually, that people come in and complain about digital eye strain. Their eyes are tired when reading on computers and digital devices, and it's actually really, really common. So, digital eye strain occurs when we're using a digital device. So, that can be your phone, that can be your computer, it could be anything. And people have many different digital devices that they use each day. How many devices do you use?
We're on the computer. I've got my phone. I've got a tablet. My wife has a phone, has a tablet. So I would say about three or four. And I actually have two computers. But so I mean, I'm constantly looking at the screens because I'm looking at data. I'm looking at people like you as I'm conducting interviews.
And this is really common. So the average adult in the US has access to at least 10 digital devices in their household and spends from 8 to 9 hours each day interacting with digital media, and the most common being the cell phone.
Yeah, and so your patients come in and they say they have eye strain. What are they referring to? Is it a dryness of the eyes? Is it actually light that is causing the eye to work harder? What are they actually experiencing in
There are
most cases?
many, sure, there are many, many different symptoms. So dry eyes, very common. Eye strain, the eyes feeling tired, the eyes burning or tearing or irritation. We call it a foreign body sensation. There are also symptoms with eyes focusing and physically the whole body being tired. And it's important binocular vision, how the eyes rest. So that's why a comprehensive eye exam is so important. So evaluating not only the vision, but the resting position of the eyes, and of course, a dilated eye exam to look at the health of the back of the eyes as well.
Now, so doctor, there's a lot of eye strain, and what's the connection with eye strain to blue light? I think I know what blue light is, but I know you'll tell us.
Right. So blue light is part of the visible light spectrum. That's what a human eye can see. So it vibrates within the 380 to 500 nanometer range, and it has the shortest wavelength and highest energy of light. So it's the light that we see with our eyes, and about one-third of all visible light is considered blue light. So, of interest, sunlight is the biggest source of blue light. So, it's important to wear sunglasses when outdoors for everyone. That's babies and kids and 90-year-olds. So, everyone should be wearing sunglasses outside. There are also many different artificial sources of blue light that include fluorescent light, LED TVs, computer monitor screens, smartphones, and tablets. So, keeping that in mind, sunlight, which is the biggest source of blue light, we should always be thinking about sunlight and sun protection. But we also need to think about ways to manage the artificial blue light in our lives.
So let's talk about managing that. And um, there are. Look, I've been wearing glasses since I was about 3 years old. I'm currently wearing contact lenses. I use reading glasses, but when I go to buy glasses, sometimes there's all these different coatings, and I get kind of confused as a consumer. I consider myself a good consumer, but one of the things that I've seen promoted and I'm not yet taking advantage of is the blue light coat or a blue light glass. What is that? And does this work to protect the eye from what you've described in terms of the blue light, the LEDs, the LED TV, the screens, etc.?
Right. So there is a lot of talk about blue light glasses. Many people actually purchase them online. But what's not often talked about are the benefits of blue light as well. So, blue light boosts alertness, it helps memory and brain function, and elevates mood. and it helps the circadian rhythm or regulation of the natural body's wake and sleep cycle. So blue light glasses, really popular, lots and lots of talk about them. And there are many different studies on blue light glasses, but there really isn't a consensus. However, they can protect the eyes from digital eye strain caused by overexposure to blue light. So I think that if you spend a lot of time on digital devices and notice digital eye strain, blue light glasses could be helpful. They're definitely not going to be harmful. And then the next question that I'm always asked is, are blue light glasses worth it?
Yeah.
Like, should I get them? Do I need them? Do my kids need them? Does everyone need them? And it could be. Now, there are also different tactics that are really important. So following the 20-20-20 rule, every 20 minutes, looking 20 feet away for 20 seconds, blinking the eyes, taking a break, looking at something that is not digital, 20 feet away, um, adjusting the screens, adjusting the light settings. Most importantly, stop using digital devices prior to sleep. So that is really important. So an hour would be great, even 20 minutes would be fantastic. So blue light glasses during the day can help. It can help regulate circadian rhythms, stay asleep, have more restful sleep, making the eyes more comfortable when on digital devices as well. One more thing that is really important too is controlling lighting and the distance of your digital device. So during the pandemic, especially, people have all sorts of different work situations, and their computers aren't necessarily in, repeating that again. So, since the pandemic, people have all sorts of different viewing situations and are not always looking 15 to 20 degrees down. We want to make sure that there's not a window off to the side with light coming in, and we want to make sure that there's even light in the room.
So, doctor, given our use of devices, and I think it's only increasing, I think people probably have on average 2, 3 devices. How important is it to see an eye care practitioner for a routine exam? I would have to think that you'd probably want to do this at least annually.
So eye examinations are incredibly important, and they can start as early as 6 months of age. So at 6 months, we do everything objectively, shining lights in the eyes, but we can find more than 270 diseases in the eye. So a comprehensive dilated exam with your eye doctor, at least yearly, is incredibly important. Now, there have been many studies on uncorrected refractive error and digital eye strain. So, fully correcting any sort of, say, myopia or hyperopia, nearsightedness, farsightedness, astigmatism, the shape of the eye, presbyopia, as you mentioned, the inability to focus up close, all of these things can help with digital eye strain. In addition to glasses, there are also contact lens options that help with digital eye strain. There are contact lenses that reduce 60% of blue light. There are contact lenses that have an extra boost or power in them for computer and near. So there are lots of options out there.
Well, doctor, just to kind of follow up on your thoughts about the eye exam, how important is it for youngsters, children, and when should you start a child on their eye exam? I'm going to call it the eye exam journey.
Well, that is a great question. So, eye examinations are so important for everyone. It can start at 6 months of age, actually. So, we can do eye exams for babies, doing objective findings, shining light in the eyes, and things like that. The presence of myopia is incredibly prevalent, and at least half of the world's population is going to be nearsighted by the year 2050. The reason why this is so important to have kids come in for eye exams is that kids are also on digital devices,
Yeah.
even in school. And there are many different diseases associated with myopia, like glaucoma, cataracts, myopic maculopathy, and retinal detachment. So, in order to prevent that, comprehensive eye examinations are really important.
Yeah, you got to get. It's like every other, going to the dentist, going to the doctor. You got to get the routine going. Eyes are just important because you only get two of them. Dr. Barnett, we're going to have to leave him there. Thanks so much for joining us, and we look forward to having you back on the program again very soon.
Thank you.
And don't forget to subscribe to our daily newsletter, The Morning Pulse, for all the news in one place. Details, of course, at our website. And we're back again tomorrow for another edition of BRN. Until then, I'm Jeff Snyder. Stay safe, keep on saving, and don't forget, roll with the changes.